OP13 Emu has finally been shown off with a lot of support shown off too. Here we will go over every card and what the deck list will be looking like, the alts of the cards and how the deck will play as well. So let's start. Starting with the leader, Emu, a black leader, 4 life and 5000 power, with the attribute of a question mark and the type of a question mark too. Per the rules, you may not play a cost 2 or greater event in this deck. Also, at the beginning of the game, play up to 1 Holy Land Marie Joie type stage from your deck. Activate main once per turn. You may trash one of your Celestial Dragon type characters from play, or 1 card from your hand. Draw 1 card. First off, being a mono black leader with 4 life, the only other leader like this is Enel with an incredibly strong innate effect, in which Emu being able to get 7 cost stage out for free also seems to have. Before we get into the stage though, the activate main once per turn, trashing a Celestial Dragon, essentially just cycling it from your hand or from play, is pretty much the same as Sakazuki's leader ability, but as we get into soon, having cards in the trash will be very beneficial to this deck. Furthermore, the type and attribute of the card being question mark doesn't really affect anything, just thought I'd mention it, it's just kinda cool. With Emu's leader comes a new 7 cost stage, the Empty Throne. So as you begin the game, you simply just add this to your stage slot, which is a new mechanic to the game and seriously cool in my opinion. The stage's effect: on your turn, if your trash is 19 cards or greater, give your leader plus 1000 power. Activate main. You may rest this card and 3 of your Don cards. Play from your hand a black 5 Elder Stars type character that has a cost equal to or less than the total number of Don you have in your field. The effect of gaining plus 1k is nice, despite requiring 19 in your trash. So essentially it's kind of a later game effect, which is quite nice I guess. The main part is just resting the card and then 3 Don, and being able to play a 5 Elder Stars type character up to 10 cost. This is a combination of Limbs and Shirahoshi's leader effect, so resting 3 Don playing out a character, but you must need the same amount of Don as the cost of the character to play it out. This effect allows us to get our main guys out for cheaper, but with them being from cost 4 to 6 to 7 and even 10, which we will get into soon. This stage is just really nice to get them out for less, allowing us to play more searches and be more Don efficient and also swing bigger with leader. Before we go into the elders, I'm just going to quickly mention the searchers. The first being Saint Shalria, the 1 cost 0 power searcher with 1k counter with the type of Celestial Dragons. On play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Celestial Dragons type card other than Saint Shalria and add it to your hand. Then trash the rest and trash 1 card from your hand. You may think that extra trashing from your hand is bad, but in Emu this works really well and is very synergistic, as just from searching it trashes 2 cards, then trashes an extra 1 from our hand, getting 3 in the trash. Then we can use Emu's leader ability to trash that card from the board, drawing 1 more card and increasing the trash by 1. So with 1 card getting 4 in the trash and going neutral in hand and cycling 2. This has fantastic synergy with your leader to fill up your trash quick, getting the effects of the upcoming 5 Elders cards we will mention, and also being able to reach the stage threshold of getting 19 cards in trash for the effect. The next searcher is a standard 1 cost event, same as Blackbeard's and the Black Revolutionary one, just looking at the top 3 cards, adding a Celestial Dragon, then trashing the rest. Essentially just adding 3 cards to your trash, as well as searching for a card you want. These 2 searches adding so much to your trash is brilliant in this deck, and is so synergistic with the leader. Now let's go into the 5 Elders, with some of the absolute coolest alt art in the history of the game in my opinion, from the artist behind JGK. J. Garcia Saturn, a black character, rare, 4 cost 5000 power, with 1k counter, with the type of 5 Elder Stars and Celestial Dragon. If you have 7 more cards in your trash, this character cannot be removed by your opponent's effects. On play, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 card with a 5 Elder Stars type and add it to your hand. Then place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. As you will come to notice with these characters, they all have the effect of not being able to be removed by effects if you have the 7 card trash requirement. And with our searchers and leader ability, as we've mentioned before, being great for trashing cards, this will be easily reached. This card is just a searcher body that can swing leader and has counter, so you can get it into your trash that way if you'd like. But yes, essentially just quite a self-explanatory card and is a great consistency piece. Next is Saint Shepherd Jupiter. 7 cost 5000 power, 5 Elder Stars Celestial Dragon type character with 2000 counter. If your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave play by your opponent's effects. During your turn, if your trash is 10 or more cards, give all of your 5 Elder Stars type characters a base power of 7000. The 10 card requirement is fine because this card is played later on. This buffs all of your elders who have 5000 power to 7000 power, which is incredibly impactful might I add, with all of the characters being 5000 power and 2 of them being blockers blockers. There is a card in this deck which plays all 5 elders at once, so this card essentially gives an extra 10k power with a board full, which is positively bonkers. Having 2k counter as well, this is such a good card. Next is Saint Topman Warcury. 4 cost 5000 power, 5 Elder Stars Celestial Dragons with 1000 counter. Again, if your trash is 7 cards or more, this character can't leave play by your opponent's effects and gains blocker. On KO, draw 1 card. This card again is quite simple, an unremovable blocker with an on KO of drawing a card, which is really nice, allowing us to get to the late game safer, whilst also replenishing our hand when it dies. With this being a blocker that can be buffed to 7k with Jupiter, this is a really strong card. Next is Saint Marcus Mars, a 6 cost 5000 power character with the types of 5 Elder Stars Celestial Dragon, 1000 counter. If your trash is 7 cards or more, this character can't leave play by an opponent's effects and gains blocker. On play, you may trash 1 card from your hand. KO up to one of your opponent's characters with an original cost of 5 or less. Right, so this card is just nuts. It is again an unremovable blocker, which KOs a character with an original cost of 5 or less. Which in this meta, Sanji Pudding, Nami blocker, Tashigi, 5 cost Smoker, just to name a few. I don't think we've had many blocker cards that can kill a character. Despite trashing 1 from hand, removing 1 body and increasing your trash is a very fair price to pay just for 1 card in your hand, which you may want to discard anyway to fill your trash. This card is just simply nuts. Next is Saint Ethan Baron v Nuzjuro, a 6 cost 5000 power character, 5 Elder Stars and Celestial Dragons type with 1000 counter. If your trash is 7 cards or more, this character cannot leave a play by your opponent's effects and gains Rush. So with the Rush, gets it on attack. If your trash is 10 cards or more, give up to one of your opponent's characters minus 2000 power for the turn. This card is the final Elder, and what a card again. Like getting power reduction and Rush on attack is actually insane. Like, these 5 Elder cards are just absolutely stupid. And now getting into the big one, the 5 Elder Stars, a 10 cost 12,000 power character with the types of 5 Elder Stars and Celestial Dragons. Activate main if your leader is Emu. You may rest one of your Don and trash 1 card from your hand. Trash all of your characters. Then play from your trash up to 5 Elder Stars type characters with a power of 5,000 that all have different names. This card on 10 Don can be played for just 3 with a 7 cost stage, showing just how crazy this stage is. Let's say you have 2 bodies on board, you can swing with both of them, then use your leader ability to trash 1 and then draw 1 card. Then play the 10 cost for 4, pay 1, trash every character and get a board full of 7k bodies. 2 with blocker, 1 blocker that can kill a 5 drop and the other blocker which has an on KO, a searcher and a character with power reduction with Rush. Yeah, this is stupid. This is why I think the deck will play just to survive until the 10 drop turn and then absolutely just regain momentum from there out of nowhere. Imagine this against Blackbeard. Like, what's he going to do? This activate main just flooding the board with unremovable characters. Most of them don't even have on plays. Yeah, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, at that point, Blackbeard just will concede probably. Before we get into the deck list, I think this will run. We'll get into the 2 1-cost events that have been revealed so far. And just to note, I believe that there are parts of this deck that haven't been revealed yet, but I just wanted to get this video out because I'm so excited for this leader. The 1-cost event never existed. For the main, you may rest one of your Don cards if your leader is Emu, K up to one of your opponent's cost 7 stage cards. With the counter, if your leader is Emu, give your leader or one of your characters plus 4000 power for this battle. Interestingly, this main only kills 7 cost stage cards, so it's basically for the mirror match, and this card will be run due to the natural 4k counter anyway, probably for 4. As for 1 Don, the only requirement is just playing Emu. This can help you survive until that 10 drop comes down, which helps you stabilize right away, and in the mirror will be the most annoying thing of all time, I swear. This card is nuts. The world's equilibrium cannot be maintained forever. A block event with the 1 cost. With the main, you may rest 5 of your Don. If your board only has characters with Celestial Dragon type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with original cost of 6 or lower. And the counter, give your leader plus 3000 power for this battle. For 6 Don, killing a character with an original cost of 6 is very steep in my opinion. I don't think this will be run, but if it can help you stabilize, and is the only way of preventing this aggro to help you survive, till late game, it may be worth that in some ways. The 3k for 1 Don, again, is a really nice survivability tool, but to be honest, I don't think this will be run. So now with the cards covered, here is the deck list I think Emil will play with the cards we have right now. So we have the leader, 4 Shalria Searchers, 4 5 Elder Stars Arhia Searchers, 4 Saint Garcia Saturn, 4 Jupiter, 4 Nuzjuro, 4 Warcury, 4 Mars, 4 of the Never Existed event, 2 of the 7 cost stage, and I'll get into that in a second, 4 of the 5 Elder Stars 10 costs, 4 Rebecca blockers, 4 Bartow blockers, and 4 Savo blockers from PRB2. This is what I think it will run at the minute. The only other card is 6 King Pistol that I may consider. First off, my reason for the 2 7-cost stages, if you're in the mirror and one gets removed, you can play another one. Like, this card is ridiculous, so when it gets removed early game, this could be a huge problem. The 4 Shalria, obviously, consistency piece, a great searcher in this deck, very synergistic. The 4 Saturn, obviously, because it's then Elder. We just run 4 of every Elder. As we've discussed before, the effects are just nuts. And playing it off the 10 cost, I think just 4 of them is natural. So with the 4 Elders, we have 4 Never Existed. Obviously just plus 4k naturally at any point in the game is huge. As we've seen with Rad Beam, the requirement of having 2 life isn't here. And in the mirror can be probably the most useful card. The 5 Elder Stars here event is so useful for getting cards in trash. And also searching. Obviously the 10 cost Elder Stars, we've just mentioned how strong it was. We do not have to go over that again. The Bartow blockers and the Savo blockers are just blockers to help us get to the 10 cost, but are also 2k counters, so have much utility. And then the Rebecca blockers. Reason being for this, let's say we're on 7 Don. You can pay 4 for the Rebecca blocker, then get any Elder from our trash, other than the 10 cost, and then play it out for 3 Don, before we hit the 10 drop. So on 7 Don we can get the Rebecca blocker, and then get any other blocker, whether that's Mars or Walkery. So yeah, this I think Rebecca's going to be really good in this deck. As for the curve of the deck, let's get into that. The majority of the cards here are even, so I think the ideal curve would be even. For 2 Don, we play Saint Shalria. Pick whatever we don't have in hand and what we might need, and for the remaining 1 Don, play either another Shalria or the event. Then we can use the leader ability to trash the Shalria and draw 1 card. If we do this, we get 7 in trash already. On our 2 Don turn, activating the Elder ability straight away. Then on 4 Don, rest 3 to play the 4-cost Saturn or the 4-cost Walkery, depending on the situation. Into aggro, Walkery will be better. Then with the 1 Don we have left, either play another Shalria, or swing 6 and pass, or leave 1 Don up for the event. Then on 6, rest 3 to play another card, which can be Mars to KO the 5-cost they just played, Nuzjuro to get the rush and the power reduction. Then we will have 3 Don remaining, so can swing 6 and 7, or 5 and 7, play another Searcher, and have 1 Don up for the event. On 8, we can rest 3 to play Jupiter, buff the cost to 7k, have 5 Don to spare, so could play another Saturn or Walkery depending on the situation. We could also swing bigger with our already existing bodies. Then on 10, we will probably have 1 or 2 bodies on board if they haven't died, so can swing 9, 9 and 7 with leader to give 4 remaining Don, trash one of the characters to draw 1 card, then use the stage effect to play the 10 cost out, rest the 1 Don remaining, so now we have used all 10 to trash everything, and play the 5-cost Elders from trash. Search with Saturn, KO with Mars, get rushed with Nuzjuro. Yeah, late game this deck absolutely slaps. The overall playstyle of this deck, as we know with the 10 cost 5 Elders late game, going second to get this as soon as possible is ideal. The game plan pretty much is survive until that turn. Playing Searchers to fill the trash early game, then your blockers with the on KO effects mid game to keep cycling your hand, preventing attacks from hitting your life, leaving 1 Don up in aggro situations for the 4k event, playing Mars to KO bodies to be a blocker, and whilst doing that, filling your trash with your characters or cards from hand until you can reach that 10 Don turn and just board fill. On 10 Don, you can swing with the remaining bodies, then you leader effect to trash them, draw 1, then play a 10 cost to keep your hand going. This deck on 10 Don will frankly just be incredibly hard to deal with and is a huge meta threat. My final thoughts so far are that decks like Bello Betty and very aggressive decks, and decks that run Hody Jones if it doesn't get banned, will pose the biggest threats. With 4 life being more aggroable, and I think Betty will be a big issue here if it doesn't get hit. Legitimately just survive until late game and you are fine. These Elder cards are nuts and will help you stabilize immediately. And for a meta call, you may disagree, but I think this deck will be tier 1. I truly think this deck will be a high level. I think it has great tools to survive until late game, and I don't think any deck could really deal with a 27 Don value turn for 4 Don. Correct me if I'm wrong, and please do, because I may have missed something. But yeah, this deck gonna be stupid. Thank you. I'm Jonathan. Peace. I hope this video gave you a great idea on how the deck will play and the overall strength of it. Subscribe, and I'll see you later.